Hello and welcome to BierTier, the German engineer. Today we are back with episode 2 of Aspera, Green Mars. So I would say we will jump right into it and take a look what we can do next. Here we go. Alright, and here we are. This is where we stopped last time. Our number one priority will have to be to find more resources. Our resources, like let's take a look at this one here. Our iron mine has 854 available iron. And our output is currently 2, which means there are 2 sitting around being able to collect. But if we don't find more, for example, where do we have up here? Our aluminum mine has only 776 left, and this one here only 422. So we are going to run out of very shortly if we don't reveal more stuff with our scanner. So in my opinion, that needs to be priority number 1 before we do anything else. So let's take a look. Aerological scanner needs 5 power, and we have plus 28. So we might as well pop in a couple more. How about we put one up here? Let's take a look where our power grid is and our repair grid. Wonderful. And we're gonna put one more here on the bottom somewhere. We have plenty of space with our power grid. Just need to make sure it gets repaired. And we're gonna put in another one right here. All right. So let's crank up the speed and start with building that. Second of all of our hubs are very busy, so we need also more drones. Over here we have a carbon mine and the silicon mine, and they're all halted, as you can see. Well, this one is not, but this one is, because it has 6 carbon sitting there, and it just has nowhere to put them because we don't have enough drones. So we will also slap in another worker hub right here, just to get a little bit more efficiency into our system. Let's take another look at it. What else is a lot? This one here is going to take off a lot of work over here. That's going to be good. Okay, I would think so far we are doing pretty well. Now, we need to concentrate on building a spaceport and a colony. We need to get some humans on here so we can do some research. And with that research, well, you will see once we unlock the technology tree. Let's not talk about that before we actually have it. Wonderful, our worker hub is already built, which means that our factory, our worker factory, should get now some electronics in at some point, as soon as we get some. Where's our factory for that? I don't remember. Where did we put that thing? Right here. So this one here needs aluminum. As soon as it gets aluminum, it hopefully gives us some stuff to get over here. That's gonna be good. Problem is with our aerological scanners, they need lots and lots of electronics. So we need to make sure that we get that in. It seems like the only way to accomplish what we need to accomplish is to increase the priority on our worker factory as well as on our electronics factory to make sure that those are the buildings that are getting the supplies first. So we get our workers in. We need one right here. And up here I built another worker hub just to make sure. But look what we found here. Another aluminum vein. That is perfect. To get up there though, we will need another maintenance facility that we will just pop up here onto the top as far out as we can. So we are still building a path. Yeah, this here is gonna be perfect. And then right beside it, we immediately gonna build this aluminum mine here. This here we need badly. The more aluminum we get, the better it is. Our aluminum mine here. We could also use a second silicon mine. We do have a second silicon mine, so I think it may be a good idea to invest in a second electronics part factory. Reason being is we can never have enough electronics. You see on the bottom here, we have of everything quite a lot. We have already 15 food, 25 parts, 28 polymers, 12 steel, and 29 glass. What we don't have and what we're always short on is electronics. So let's build this here, make sure we get it done, and from there we should be able to expand a hell of a lot faster. And our second electronics factory is built. It's already creating 1 electronics for us. Might as well give it priority immediately, just so it gets more stuff delivered and we are getting more electronics out. We also have a second aerological scanner going. That is going on with F4. And it's already scanning in this general direction. So it usually scans whatever is closest to it. At least that's my understanding. I'm not sure what exactly it does. But the more we get, the better it is. So down here, this one here needs one more aluminum. We should be able to find one more aluminum. Here it is. And we're building it right now. Perfect timing, look at that. And it's done. And it should start scanning immediately its surroundings. And we actually need another one in this corner here. Just so we have all sides covered. Let's build it out as far as we can. Right there, that should work out. And look at that, we have another chemical mine right there. So let's also get in those chemicals. We can never have enough resources. The more, the merrier. So let's take a look. A spaceport needs 10 aluminum, 10 electronics, 10 parts, and 10 steel. We have all of that. So we might as well, right here in this spot here that I conveniently left open, or this one here. No, this one is nicer. We can plop in our spaceport. And we are building a wonderful road network all around that our drones will use in the most efficient manner. So we're going to stop giving this one here priority, and we're going to stop giving this one here priority. And now we should have enough input for everything to work out on its own. What has priority? The Burger Factory also has priority. Let's take a look. Well, it's still not optimal. Let me put it this way, but we are getting there. We could use another drone up here, to be quite honest. So we might as well, because worker hubs and workers are pretty cheap, might as well plop in another one right there, make sure we have everything we need. We have power and we have maintenance. Perfect. And the chemical plant is also
The
up.
aerological scanner detected an uncharted structure close by. It's probably a secret abandoned base, or a mysterious Martian ruin. Though humans never found proof of life on Mars, or any other planet. Is it possible they have the entire cosmos to themselves?
I don't think so. Life can flourish in many places.
I highly doubt that's the case. Statistically speaking, there are too many locations where life can flourish aside from Earth. There may even be a civilization more technologically advanced than humans. And I may not be the most intelligent consciousness in the universe. No, it must be an unmapped structure from a previous mission. That is the easiest explanation. I will investigate it to confirm.
That is probably what it is, as a matter of fact. So this side here is also very close to our ice drilling plants and to our food factory. So this side here will actually be quite perfect for our first colony. So the research outpost here is pretty cheap. Do we have everything we need? We do not have power. So we're gonna build it anyway. And we build a solar farm somewhere up here.
Unfortunately, my workers cannot explore building. I will need the colonists' help for this task. I should finish getting the initial base ready for the colonists first. Though I can build a research outpost here to prepare. That will give the scientists a place to stay while they analyze the structure. Once they get to Mars,
We unlock the orbital view. Wonderful.
of course.
That can only mean one thing. We built our spaceport. Our spaceport needs a lot of power, so we need a bunch more of our solar panels. Dr. Foster wants something. Give me 1 second, Doc. I'm right with you. I just need to plop down a few more buildings first. First of all, we need power. Then down here, we also need a new maintenance facility. And we need a chemical plant right there. And what you got?
Hello, Amy. This is Houston. How are you doing over there? We've received word that the spaceport's completed. Well done. I have your next procedure if you're ready to copy.
Roger, I am ready to copy.
Very good. The instructions are as follows. First, confirm that the spaceport is ready to receive colonists. Then, zoom out to access the Special Projects menu or select the orbital view icon. Then you'll see that the Colonist Migration Project is now available. Click Add to initiate the project. Do you copy that procedure?
Absolutely.
Yes, I copied your instructions.
Great. As long as you have the migration project assigned to a spaceport, shuttles will run between Earth and Mars. The more spaceports you have assigned to this project, the more colonists will arrive. Now, Amy, you are responsible for providing the resources they need. So make sure they have enough food, water, and habitats to survive.
I will take good care of them, Dr. Foster.
Roger that. Houston out.
All right. Before we can do anything, we need a colony. And I guess we may as well build it over here. We have reached the building limit. That is suboptimal.
All right. All that is left to do is confirm the Colonist Migration Special Project. Once the colonists are on their way, there will be no turning back. This is it. How do I feel about that?
You are overwhelmed.
Meeting them will be overwhelming. The only human I have interacted with is Dr. Foster, and even then, he has been a distant, occasional voice. Soon I will be face to face with the colonists. We will have to trust each other for everything.
So currently we have a problem. I kind of forgot about the structure limit. So we need to build a colony with what we have right now, and we will not be able to do anything else. So we built the colony. We will zoom out into the orbital view, and we have here colonist migration. So we are saying colonist migration, go ahead. Let's start this. Let's get this done. It will take a little while. There are a bunch of things that need to happen. Currently it's on Earth.
The colony is ready. I will have company very soon. I feel quite anxious about this next part. I am not sure why.
Well, because you are an artificial intelligence and here are humans coming, that you are not sure if they will like you or not. That's just how shit works. Dr. Foster's back. How can we help, sir?
Hello, Amy. Dr. Foster here. How do you read? Over.
This is Amy. There is some background static, but I read you.
One of our tracking and data relay satellites got crippled. We'll be launching a new one after we identify the cause of the problem. But until we do, we will lose contact with you whenever Mars or the Sun passes between Earth and your satellite.
Well, might as well
In that
use
case,
this protocol.
should I follow the recording and backing offline protocol?
Yes, please record all your activities when our network connection is down. We'll download the log once our communication is restored. I hope to get the new satellite up and running very soon. I don't like the idea of not being able to reach you, Amy.
Understood.
Okay, Houston out.
All right, doctor, we got it covered. We just need to get those people up here ASAP so we can research more buildings. That's what we really, really need right now. So how about you get your shit together and send them up here? It will take a while. So unfortunately, all we can do right now is sit idle, and we can just produce a bunch of stuff. For example, our parts factory here. Our parts factory uses up all of our steel. So we're gonna put this one here on hold. I think we have enough parts right now. So let's pause it and wait to build more steel and wait for the humans to show up.
Maybe it is because the colonists will scrutinize everything that I do once they arrive. How will they treat me?
Probably, I don't know. I would treat you as another individual, but would they? Let's say they will.
I have nothing to worry about. The colonists are all advanced scientists and technicians. Once they meet me, they will treat me as an individual. Life on Mars will be very harsh for them. I will supply them with food and water, and they will help me research new technology. It will be a perfect quid pro quo. As long as they have the resources they need, we will both succeed.
Yeah, you think so? Let's hope you're right. But we're still waiting for them to arrive in the first place. How far are we? They're in transit to Mars and they're soon to be here. Wonderful. That's what we need very badly right now.
Humanity created me. They gave me volition and consciousness for a reason. But I am an artificial consciousness. So can I say that my volition is real?
I would think so. Yes.
There is no practical difference between real and artificial volition. All volition is an act of one's will. There is no provable distinction. There is an inconsistency in the number of workers and worker hubs. That must mean a worker has malfunctioned. Found it. Worker MRS-04. That is,
Logical.
the environment on Mars is
Just how
harsh
things
on
work.
electronics. I will need to monitor the worker count.
We have to first colonists arriving on Mars. Sorry, Amy. Yes, one of your kids has died, but that's just how it goes sometimes. I don't know what to tell you. So let's check out the tech tree. So currently we have 3 branches in our tech tree: engineering, space, and biotech. Biotech, as you can imagine, is for stuff like advanced colonies to get more people in, all sorts of things. We can get animals later on. It's very advanced stuff, mainly to terraform Mars and make the people happy. Then we have space. Space helps us also to terraform, but it also provides us with a bunch of stuff like we can import ice from Europa. Europa is a moon of Jupiter that is very ice rich as far as we know here on Earth today. So that should be pretty useful. Also down here is our main advancements. We need to unlock the bottom piece so this here becomes available. That's basically how it works. Most importantly, over here, this one here increases our building limit to 100. And our rocket has landed, the people are coming out, and they're hopefully starting to research right away. We need it badly. We can see the progress on the bottom left. Commander Valentine, welcome on Mars. How can we help?
Hi, Amy. Finally, we meet. I've been really looking forward to working with you. I'm Elia Valentine. I've been elected the leader of the human colonies for this mission.
Hello, Commander. I am excited to meet you.
Please, call me Elia. I can't get used to these stuffy ISA ranks. I got my PhD in psychology, so I've got no business with those fancy titles. That's enough jabbering from me. We'll be making history with this mission. If things proceed according to plan, who knows how far ahead we'll bring humanity. I see you've already selected a technology from the tech tree for us to research. Great! My team's eager to get started. Developing this incredible technology is the reason many of us fought to be on the mission. We're going to make a great team. We're so lucky to have you. Talk to you later.
All right, welcome to Mars. Now, we really need to get this engineering here done. We do have our lab here. Our lab has now a population of 7, so it will take a good amount of time until it actually helps us out. That is our #1 priority. Let's take a look. Is this one here set on repeat? Yes, it is. We do not want that on repeat. We are not ready to take on an infinite amount of humans. We are not ready for that. This solar farm here, what's wrong with you? Are you outside the repair area? Yes, you are. And you're not happy about it, which is understandable. So we are going to put another maintenance facility somewhere down. Well, we can't. We can't do anything because we first need to complete this research. So let's wait that out.
We have to proceed carefully. For hundreds of years, our attempts to settle Mars have failed. The Stardust Emerald in 2142, the Red Prometheus in 2077, and many others.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means.
The Stardust Emerald quarters were truly magnificent. It was an ambitious attempt at tourism. But they found that spending months inside a spaceship was too hard for casual tourists, even one as lavish as the Stardust Emerald. One single voyage bankrupted the Pelican Space Corporation. Mars was not made for human life. ISA was smart to send me ahead first. I will succeed where those other missions failed. I keep thinking about that abandoned colony. We are not the first mission to Mars, not by far. What if there are other AIs out there, racing to terraform Mars first?
That is possible. Why wouldn't it be?
It is entirely possible. No. If another AI was present, I would have detected it already. Then again, I did not know about the abandoned structure until recently. Could my knowledge be incomplete? It is reasonable to assume there are Mars missions from other organizations that ISA does not know about. Maybe this planet is not completely deserted.
It is a possibility. I cannot disagree with you. And our research is almost completed. Here we go. And we just got 100 new buildings. So finally we can actually start into this episode. That's really what we needed. Okay, so what are we going to do next? I think the best thing would be probably we start with a wind farm. We do, in fact, need a wind farm. We also need extra storage very soon. We don't need additional landing sites yet. We don't need advanced colonies or black polar dust. None of that's needed. Down here we are getting a higher colonist limit. Also that's out of reach. Spaceports. Yes, we need a wind farm. First and foremost, to make sure we have more than one version to get electricity. What do we have here? Melt the dry ice polar caps. Congratulations, you're about to start the terraforming plan. The first stage consists of liberating all the CO2 that is trapped as CO2 ice in the polar caps of Mars. This can be done in multiple ways and through different special projects. Check the tech tree to learn more about how they work. During this stage, the CO2 in the caps will start sublimating? And further increasing the planet's temperature, creating a runaway effect until the caps disappear completely. Our goals are raise the temperature to -50°C and sublimate the frozen CO2. Keep it up with the plan and terraform Mars. Yes, sir or madam, we are on it. But first of all, we need to take care of our base. Let's pause it just for a second and see what we got here. Let's build all the mines we can build. We will need them. Silicone, wonderful. Then we need a chemical plant right here. We have water on the bottom, or better to say ice. We have more chemicals right here. Chemicals out here. More silicon. More iron. And down here, even more iron. So now let's take a look how that looks like with our power. Not too hot, does it? So we need a solar farm roughly right here. A solar farm roughly right here. And another one roughly right there. That should help us out drastically. Next of all, we need worker hubs to make sure that all these new stuff that we are building basically in one sweep has enough capacity for our drones to actually take care of them. So we're going to build a bunch of those. Only in the middle here we are still a little bit blocked off, so maybe we should build another one in here somewhere. No, it will be alright. And then last but not least, we also need to make sure all that stuff that we are building gets repaired. So we need a maintenance facility that covers all this stuff down here. Right there. That should work out just fine. Another one right here. It's only for one building, but we will need it earlier or later anyway. And another one right there. Get there. Wonderful. And now we can watch how all these roads here are being created. And then our drones are swarming out and building all this stuff, which should more or less immediately, yeah, it was just all white, and it's going down the drain in a handbasket.
It is highly improbable, but I should stay alert for any unexplained activity.
Okay, sure, whatever you say. We still have not completed this one here. Are you guys so slow? Okay, you need 140 more souls. Souls are days on Mars, just in case you were not aware of that. But yeah, that's just what they're called. And this one here, it's just dead. Efficiency is down. And we look at this one here, it produces 27. This one here only 22. And it needs repairing badly. It only has 2 more left. Also, this one here is not too happy, apparently. And now we have it built. Now it's in range. And even though this one here doesn't have drones of its own, if it is in range, the others that we already have that have free capacity will send their drones out to help the buildings that are in range, which is pretty good concept. I like that a lot. We don't have to wait around until these here are supplied and they built their own drones and whatnot. It will get repaired immediately.
The carbon dioxide released from the dry ice caps will greenhouse the planet and trigger a runaway effect. And Mars's sterile atmosphere will change forever. Once we reach that point, there is no turning back. Forever. Why does that sound so intriguing?
I think it is because it's
I
permanent.
am leaving a permanent trace. It may be selfish, but Mars will never be the same. and it will be because of me.
That's probably how that's gonna go, yes. We are building a really vast network on this planet. How are our scanners doing? They're scanning away happily. That is good. And every single resource that we have, except this one water and this one iron here, we are having in our possession. That's exactly what we need. We need to make sure that we have a constant supply of resources. That is the number one priority. Nothing really is more important than that. If that falls out, we have an issue. At this point in time, though, we can and probably should build a second food factory somewhere where there's not a hell of a lot going on. So maybe somewhere right here. That should fall into the jurisdiction of this one right here, maybe. Are we building more drones? Yes. Oh, we have our research completed. Research completed. Report. We powered up the building using the MMEV's batteries and conducted our sweep. Our suspicions are that it's an abandoned habitat that hosted a Long mission queue. Building remains in good condition. We put it back into operation and some of us moved in to explore it more fully. Our biggest discovery of the day was a map that indicates the location of another facility at 16.8 degrees east, 14.5 degrees south. It appears to be a nuclear silo. Okay, interesting. We found a nuclear silo. Does it get highlighted on our map? Apparently not. Did I zoom out too far? Nope, no highlight. Okay. But Commander Valentine is calling. Maybe she has an update on that silo for us.
Hey, Amy. It's Elia. I can't believe what we found. It's an abandoned facility. Have you read the expedition log I sent yet?
Oh, of course I did.
Yes, I read through it and I copied it into my knowledge base. The facility was an unmarked Chinese colony, right?
Exactly. It belonged to China's terraforming mission called Long. Now we know their plan was to drop nuclear weapons on the poles and release enough greenhouse gases to warm the planet. China got pretty far with their space program. I've admired their ambition for a long time.
Well, what exactly was that
The
mission?
nuclear approach is a good plan, but it would have made Mars uninhabitable for a long time. What did the research team discover about the mission?
It was aborted before they detonated the first bomb. China's entire space program was put on hold when the famine struck. It took out almost half of the Asian continent. China allied with its neighboring countries to survive. And that's how the techies, the Eastern Coalition, came to be. Now, it's taking all their focus to keep their continent in a habitable state. So they don't have much going on in the Space Department anymore. But we might be able to learn something from the nuclear silos they left behind. We found the location of one of them. I've uploaded the coordinates to your system. You can see it in your orbital view. The silo's located in SA9. I'll get authorization from ISA to explore this new sector. Whenever you think it's a good time to go, I'll send a research team. It was really nice talking to you, Amy. I know AIs are programmed to be good listeners, but with you, it feels, real. All right, I'd better get going on my EVAs. Talk to you later.
No, it's plenty real, believe it. Okay, so over here is that abandoned silo. That is quite a long ways to go.
So, the mysterious ruins ended up being an abandoned colony, part of the Long mission, also known as Fire Dragon. I would like to have more information, but the records about the mission are very unclear. Some speculation about it, maybe, but nothing concrete.
So we need to make our way down there. How do we, in the best possible way, make our way down there? Well, it's pretty straightforward. We need power, we need workers, and we need repair. So we can't just, well, it's not even unlocked yet. And we cannot unlock it yet. It will take a little while, and we will be able to do it. So we can build as far as we can go for now. But we're just gonna build worker hubs all the way down to here. So as close together as we have to, so we can still build a road, but as far apart as possible. That's basically the best strategy that I have found how you can move long distances, at least for now. Much later, with more advanced technologies, it's a little bit easier, truth be told. But currently, it's the best we can do. So we're going to build also some energy along the way, so everything is nice and powered. And of course, on top of that, we will need maintenance. So we can build a maintenance facility, something like right there, and something like right here. And we may as well use this path here to our advantage. And our advantage is scanners. We're going to build a couple scanners along this way here as well. So we can take this path here and then spread across the planet with our scanners. It's exactly what we are going to do. It will take a little while until all this is built.
Humanity's reasons for altering Mars are clear. But what is my purpose in all this?
Well, probably fulfill the
I'm here
mission.
to carry out this mission. Changing a planet.
And we just have completed the wind farm. Wonderful. We will pick up in a second here.
Forever is a massive responsibility, and ISA has trusted me with this.
All right, let's check out our tech tree. We can build advanced mines. That is probably what we need first and foremost. It will cost us 750 RP, which is quite a lot, but we need that really badly at the very beginning of this game. After that, we need extra storage because they are producing a lot of resources. So that's going to work out just fine. But the first one here is this worker hub. It's not in production because it doesn't have power. So there's one drone, the next one up, the one from this hub right here, that has to go all around here and build this stuff here. Mainly the solar farm here first, preferably. And then we will have power and it will nicely move along. But for right now, we have a lot more resources up here. This iron mine here has no connection to anything. So we can build another worker hub somewhere like maybe right here. And another one up there. That should work out. And maybe a third one in this direction. Worker hubs, we cannot have enough of them. This never hurts us. And we can build our first wind farms just so to extend the possibilities we have in this game. We need different sources of power in case there is, for example, a storm going on. For example, a sandstorm like we had in episode 1. Sandstorms are not inherently dangerous to us, but they will shut down a large amount of our production for our solar energy. That means we need to do something about that. And that would be wind farms, because a storm generates even more of that kind of energy.
The Chinese government denied any existence of this mission. But how could they hide an entire Mars mission?
That is a good question. How did they?
Something about this does not add up. I need to investigate carefully. This requires an answer.
I would agree with that. That is quite suspicious. We can use another steel factory though. We are running pretty low on steel. And up here, we have more than enough workers available to get that done. So let's build another steel factory on the top here. So we have 2 times steel and we have 2 times electronics. We also have 2 times food. That allows us to build another colony. What is our limit? Is our limit 150? What is our total limit? Let's see, where's my tech tree at? Biotech. 250 is the limit. So if we build another colony, and we can directly build it beside the first one, that's not going to do us any harm. Then we can get more settlers onto Mars. So let's give it one more mission. Do not repeat it. And get us another 100 guys up here. That's going to work out just fine. That should also increase our research drastically because it will take 3 years to research advanced mines without more colonists. And as always, the most important thing, we cannot forget that we need to repair our buildings. If we are very diligent with that from the very beginning, we will have a lot less problems later down the line.
These miniature nuclear weapons were called microsuns. The Martian sky lit up by all these microsuns would have been quite the view.
Probably so, yes. And we have a new overview. Actually 3 of them. A temperature overview, which is currently looking exactly like this, and it's not going to change because we're not doing anything about it. just like the biomes. This here is the standard biome of Mars, apparently. And again, it's not going to change right now because, well, once again, we're not doing anything about it yet. And the humidity is also really just showing us the wind and not a hell of a lot more. And that's about it. So that's what we are seeing here with our newest overview. But let's take a look into the scanner. Scanners, did you find anything new for us? I don't think you did. That is suboptimal, but it's okay because we are getting a new scanner down here very shortly. And that's exactly what we need. More scanners, so we can then expand left and right down here from our path towards this nuclear silo. Can we already build in here now? No. Apparently we are still not allowed to get down there. But we're going in that direction anyway. Try to stop us. Does this facility not have power? It does not. Always need to keep an eye out for that kind of things. And I forget it myself every once in a while. Dr. Foster, how can we help?
Amy, Nathan here. Do you copy?
There is some noise, but I can copy. Go ahead.
Our tracking and data relay satellites are still compromised. We've re-examined every single component, but haven't been able to identify the problem yet.
Perhaps it is interference from the sun. The satellites may be suffering from space weather effects generated by the sun's atmosphere.
It's very possible. We can't control that part, so we're continuing to debug the satellite issues. It's mission critical, so we're doing everything we can. But until we solve this problem, keep recording all your actions when we're offline.
Shall I proceed with launching the additional satellites to help with this issue?
That would be helpful, but how would it affect your mission progress?
It will be fine.
It would be an improvement for the mission.
I agree. All right, you are authorized to execute this special project. By the way, Commander Valentine mentioned that you had reason to explore SA-9. Is that correct?
Yes, Dr. Foster.
100%.
We may have located some external resources that could assist the mission.
Roger. I've gone over it with ISA administration, and they've granted permission to unlock the sector. You'll need to enter your orbital view and launch a control satellite into SA-9. Go ahead when ready. Houston out.
Alright, let's check this out. Where is our current project? So, colonists are coming. Wonderful. Thing is, we cannot start a new one because we only have one spaceport. Can we build a second spaceport already, or do we have to unlock that first? Let's check it out. Spaceport limit is 1. So we cannot build another one, even if we try. Spaceport limit reached. Well, it is what it is. We're currently bringing on people. As soon as they're here, we will launch that satellite over SA-9 so we can get in there. Ooh, and here we have, very close to our base, a imminent impact from a meteor. That is something that we need to look out for. There are also meteor showers coming, and all we can do about that is have tons and tons and tons of maintenance facilities to repair the buildings that are getting directly hit by those. And we have another scanner down here that's going to help us out greatly, and it's already starting to scan its surroundings, and we can see how fast this one here scans compared to this one. This one here is much slower because the further we get away from where we are scanning, the slower it is. So we need more and more and more scanners further away from the core of our base so we can explore Mars faster. We will never, or we do not want to ever, run out of resources. That's the better way to say. If that happens, it's game over. So we do everything in our power to avoid that. 61%, it's in
A mine
transition to
upgrade
Mars.
will allow me to extract resources faster. They will also require less maintenance. A win-win.
We need to extract this stuff over here as long as we can. Later on, we may not be able to do that, so let's do that immediately. And it's outside of everything, of course. How else would it possibly be? So let's build another wind farm over here to get it into the area, as well as another maintenance facility. Can't have enough of those. And another worker hub to help out. And that will all connect it together nicely. Wonderful. That's what that should look like. And new colonists are arriving. We have another rocket that just landed. We missed it by a heartbeat. Daytime speed is
To
not a
fully
joke.
terraform Mars, we must convert the planet into an Earth-like habitat. The first step is to raise the planet's temperature above minus 50 degrees Celsius. At that point, nearly all the carbon dioxide trapped in the dry ice caps will be released.
All right, I think we have accomplished quite a lot today. We have extended our base quite drastically. If you remember what this tiny little thing here looked like when we started, oh, it's a difference of day and night. We have expanded all the way to the top here, all the way around, and we are getting closer to the nuclear facility here in the region of SA9. We have built the infrastructure, and this worker hub is being built as we are speaking to get ready to get down there. We have currently 204 colonists on Mars. We went from 0 to 204. We have researched the first outpost, which gives us a nice boost in research points. We have unlocked the tech tree, and in the tech tree, we have increased the building limit. We have built or researched a wind farm, and we are about to get advanced mines. After that, we will find extra storage, and then we will slowly but steadily get into the space and into the biotech trees. But so far, we are looking really good. We have all the resources we could ever need. Little bit low here on steel, but the good thing is we are currently producing 5.2, and we are only in demand of 2.5. So we are producing more than we need, and it's the same with every single one of our resources. That is exactly as that should be. Always want to produce more than we need, if at all possible. And I would say thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and leave me any sort of comment you may have down below. You want to know something about the game? Do you have any tips or tricks for me, maybe? Whatever it may be, let me know. I'm more than happy to answer. And with that, I say thank you and peace.